So, ma'am, since you have helped so many people, almost around 6,000 cases, cheating is on rise. तो ज़्यादा cases आपके पास कौन से आते हैं cheating के from male side or from female side? Because there was a study which said that which was wrong. It was done by a dating app which promotes cheating. They said that 70% of women are cheating, but वो समझ में आता है कि वो encourage कर रहे हैं कि और girls भी ये सब
Join
effort
करें.
मान बिकॉज मेल तो ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे होंगे उस पर उतना विमेन का रेशियो नहीं है तो वो उतना समझ में आता है कि व्हाट देयर स्ट्रैटेजी वाज बट मैं आपसे ये बात समझना चाहता था
जी. In my own personal experience with my own database that I have,
Right.
men are more into this field of cheating, but women are catching up slowly. बात सिर्फ रेशियो की नहीं है, men and women रेशियो की. Of course, it's a sad state of affairs.
Right.
But reasoning क्या है cheating का? That is more important. What is the reasoning for men to cheat? And there are different reasons for women to cheat. That is what we have to focus on.
प्लीज टेल मी कि ज़्यादातर मेन चीटिंग का क्या क्या रीजन आता है ज़्यादातर एंड विमेन चीटिंग का क्या आता है
So the ratio is catching up very fast. But you know what is more important to see is what is the reason behind breakups and divorces. Because men have their reasons, women have their reasons. And as a coach, I have to be understanding of those reasons first.
Right.
So just to put it out there, I've helped many people who were into cheating, but we have brought them back on track through therapy only by making them understand why they did what they did and what led to that cheating. And we've kind of brought the marriage back on track. But that only happens when both the parties want to work on it.
But is it easy to build that trust again?
Yeah, trust can be built and trust gets broken as well. Like I said, both the parties have to be willing to work on it. It's not one person's choice. जो चीटिंग करते हैं वो तो गिल्टी होते ही हैं जब वो पकड़े जाते हैं और दे फील हॉरिबल अबाउट इट ऑल्सो बट इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द अदर पार्टनर एज वेल हाउ मच डू दे वांट टू वर्क ऑन द मैरिज एंड स्टिक टू द पर्सन सो इट्स टू अ टैंगो अगेन यू नो आई हैव टू सी दैट बोथ द पार्टीज आर विलिंग टू वर्क ऑन इट एंड इट डज वर्क इट डज
हम ज़्यादातर रीजन क्या आते हैं both the
See,
sides?
men cheat primarily when they are physically not satisfied with women.
Alright.
And when the women complain a lot about in-laws, about, you know, getting emotional attachment, or they talk a lot about things not being provided, you know, and there is constant comparison in the family or with friends for that matter. And men don't like women who are not, in today's time specifically, who are not being productive in certain way, you know. Either they can be the earning member, second earning member in the family, or even if they're not bringing in the money, at least do something constructive. That is a big point in today's time when no man, even if he is a business tycoon, would want his woman to be just sitting at home doing nothing.
Right.
That is a big issue. Because they feel that if you're equally well educated, now why don't you use that education into something constructive? And of course, there are other issues that you're not understanding each other. There are arguments, there are ego hassles, you know. So emotional angle issues are also there. With women, they cheat is because when they are being controlled in what they wear, how they speak, you know, and how much are they working, not working. Control is a main problem. In-laws issues is a main problem when they are not being understood, emotionally not being heard and accepted by their partner. When the partner is an introvert, he doesn't talk much or doesn't share much, you feel isolated in the relationship. That leads to extramarital affair. Also, women, when they are body shamed, you know, after their babies are born, or the kind of attachment that they don't feel with the partner, you know, because of their looks or whichever way, that becomes a reason to look out. Okay. And lastly, when they are also not financially supported, you know, and so you feel that, you know, if the man is to be the provider and if he's not providing and he is a mama's boy or is always listening to what the family has to say, not being supportive and not providing, then they start looking out. So, but there is no one scenario which is same. Every couple has a different story altogether.
Is one of the reason communication also, that males are not communicating that much in the relationship?
Yeah, even females don't communicate at times. If a female is introvert, she would be holding on to, like I had a recent case, good you mentioned that. They are 13, 14 years married and they have children. First few years to be in good books of in-laws and husband, the woman sealed her mouth, never opposed for anything, kept saying hanji for everything and kept doing the right thing. Although inside she was literally sad, upset, angry, and killing herself almost every day. But when you put dust under the carpet, someday it'll burst, right?
Right.
And now recently she's on a rampage. She wants to give it back to the in-laws and to her husband that I've done enough, you know. So that has created so much commotion in the house, because how can you suddenly misbehave, shout and scream and argue when you know you'd accepted everything earlier? So there is a mismatch there, you know. So there is communication gap. I mean, if you were not expressing yourself earlier, now you want to talk out, now you want to blast people. That gap itself is creating commotion in the marriage.
Right.
You know, so communication is a big thing in any relationship for sure.
So because I asked you that about communication, the reason was कि इमोशनल सप्रेशन आज के टाइम पे बहुत ज़्यादा है. कम्युनिकेशन को इतना इनकरेज नहीं करा जाता था, स्पेशली इन मेन, कि अपनी फीलिंग्स के बारे में बात कर रहा है तो क्या हो गया तेरे को, क्यों बोल रहा है, मतलब ऐसी बातें कौन करता है, मतलब वो बॉयज़ को इनकरेज नहीं करा जाता ये सब कि बी स्ट्रॉन्ग, यू कांट बी वल्नरेबल. इसके ऊपर मैम मैंने अभी एक स्टडी पढ़ी थी कि इन जापान 78% of women are going through loneliness and depression.
Yeah.
And the reason is because husbands are busy working. Their working hours are very different. They don't communicate. उनका culture भी ऐसा है. They aren't very open about it. And it is harming both of them.
Correct.
तो men को हम लोग जब society के अंदर, and it happens in India also, 100 suicide जो होते हैं उसके 76 are men.
Yeah. For?
सुसाइड मेन सुसाइड केस जो होते हैं 76% केसेस जो है वो मेन के रिपोर्ट होते हैं.
बिकॉज ये कंडीशनिंग है ना अखिल.
वही
आपके पेरेंट्स आपको ये कंडीशनिंग देते हैं कि मर्द बनो, अपनी लड़ाई खुद लड़ो, किसी से अपनी गलत बात दुख बांटने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, लड़की हो क्या जो रोते हो.
और बॉलीवुड भी आ गया, मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता,
मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता. ये फालतू के ज्ञान कंडीशनिंग बांटी जाती है, whereas they don't understand that men are first humans and having feelings and emotions and to be able to express them is a human trait. It has nothing to do with sex, whether boy or a girl. So it's the conditioning of the mind, and you know, when the man is not able to handle it and they are fully under societal pressure, there is no gateway to take out their emotions, fear of being judged and not using your pressure to utilize it somewhere else. Like example, you can go to the gym, you can use your other hobbies to release yourself, even if you don't want to talk. It's not necessary to talk about everything or every problem, know. But if there is no gateway to express yourself, it is bound to impact your psyche. It is bound to bring you down. It will create that anger and helplessness in a person to take that extreme step. And more so now, because of women liberation, women are heard better. They are given more priority, and they are more to be the victims in a marriage. Men are getting left out, which is why we are hearing so many cases that, men are committing suicide and they are being hit by women. I had a case where the man was hit by his wife so badly that he had no clue how to handle it. He said, अगर मैंने एक बार मार दिया ना मैम, तो ये खत्म हो जाएगी.
So 51% of married men, have reported cases of domestic violence. They are going through domestic violence cases. Yeah. 51% of men.
I wouldn't know the data, but the fact is that things are changing. Yeah.
Not reported, but that's a recent study that I've gone through on Google, and it says 51% of married men have been abused physically.
Yeah, but why lead to that extreme?
Exactly.
जब आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि we are not on the same page, there are arguments, there are disagreements.
हाथ उठाना
Look
तो
for
क्या होना
help.
ही नहीं चाहिए ना.
हाँ,
Abuse तो आने चाहिए, चाहे verbal हो चाहे physical हो, it shouldn't get to that level.
Yeah, but how do women get that those guts also to hit? One, either they've seen their parents doing that. जब उस समय तो the माएँ चुपचाप सह लेती थी और उन्होंने वो they have led by example because that's what is normal. Getting hit is normal. जैसे abusive language is very normal in many household.
Right.
MCBC तो normal चलता है उनके घरों में. तो ये उनका वो पले ही बड़े इस माहौल में है तो उन्हें फ़र्क ही नहीं पड़ता हाथ उठाना.
तो मैम जब आपके पास डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस वाले केसेस आते हैं फ्रॉम गाय साइड और मेन साइड वुमेन साइड, दोनों साइड से जब आते हैं, तब वो आपका एडवाइस या आई एम श्योर आप यही बोलते होंगे कि एंड इट, बट इफ बोथ ऑफ देम स्टिल वांट टू वर्क ऑन इट, हाउ डू यू एडवाइस देम टू गो फर्दर विद इट?
Yeah. So the advice is first understand why do you raise your hand. Asking them to stop hitting each other is very cliche way of saying it, जो कल से ऐसा नहीं है, बंद हो जाएगा. But understand करो कि आप उस बंदे को कितना against the wall push करते हो कि हाथ उठाना पड़ता है. Obviously there is something that you are doing to the person as a partner which is propelling you to get so irritated and agitated that you're being forced to raise hand. So when I ask them individually, do you really want to hit the person that you hate him so much or her so much? Every time we get the answer, no, obviously not. I don't want to hit my partner. But he or she pushes me to that extent कि मैं आपे से बाहर हो जाता हूँ. तो उसमें भी 2-3 सिनेरियो हैं. कितना दूसरे पार्टनर पुश कर रहा है, दूसरा आपकी अपब्रिंगिंग कैसी है, आपने कितना हाथ उठाना अपने आसपास देखा है, या आपकी सहनशीलता कितनी है, how much can you take in also. So there are various facts to that scenario. Keeping their past in mind and the current scenario that they are going through, we kind of guide them accordingly.
मैम थोड़ा सा क्योंकि आपने बात करा कि पास्ट ऐसा है, आपने बचपन में अपने पेरेंट्स वगैरह अब्यूसिव हाउस होल्ड के अंदर से आप बड़े हुए हो, तो आपके लिए आपका नॉर्मल डिफरेंट है दूसरे नॉर्मल से. यहीं पे आप वो इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. थोड़ा सा मैम हमें इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग के बारे में बताइए ना.
So Akhil, when I was coaching many people throughout my journey, I understood that marriages get derailed because of both the parties, right? And you don't want to make your marriage bad till the time you know that you are unable to help yourself, which means that there is a problem, inherent problem with both the individuals. So that's where I deep into to understand what is the individual problem that they both have. And that's where it took me to their past, how they were brought up, the environment they were brought up, what was their relationship with their parents, with their siblings, what was the घर का माहौल, कैसे वो पले बड़े हैं, वो सब उस mental psyche पे affect करता है. And that's what made me think that, there's more to a person than the current scenario of marriage. There is more about the past, which we should know of, rather than handling the situation right now on a superficial level.
Right.
And that forced me to, go back to the roots and understand what are we all about? When does the problem start for a human? And that's where inner child healing helped me to understand that we choose our mothers to be born in a certain place, and
Right.
we choose our mother's womb to learn our lessons.
Right.
Because we all are here to learn our own individual lessons, right?
Right.
Otherwise, सभी को बड़ा होना है, सभी को अच्छे मार्क्स लाने हैं, सभी को जॉब चाहिए, सभी को पैसे कमाने हैं, सभी को शादी करनी है, सभी को बच्चे पैदा करने हैं. It's a universal need. But how does it make my life different than yours is because of what has happened to me in the mother's womb. जो 9 महीने आप मदर की कोख में होते हैं, they are very crucial, which is why हमारे धर्म में बोला जाता है कि जब बच्चा पेट में होता है, आपको सही बातें सोचनी है, आपको सही खाना खाना है, आपको सही विचार रखने हैं. Yeah. So because not only the child is absorbing the nutritional value, they are also absorbing all the wanted and unwanted things through the DNA.
Right.
And that's what you absorb, and you come into this world, and then also the environment you are being born into, that impacts your future ahead. And that's what made me understand that, you know, it's so important that all of us should have inner child healing done for ourselves. अगर मुझे अपनी ज़िंदगी में बेटर पर्सन बनना है और अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉर्ट आउट करना है, तो हम उसको वो जड़ से ठीक करते हैं. Once I've healed myself as an individual, it's easier for me to handle other problems in my life. Then it could be work, financial, emotional, physical. I can handle all because now I'm a healed person.
तो मैम, जब आप कन्विंस करते हैं, जैसे पेशेंट्स आपके पास आए, दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट हीलिंग, दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट थेरेपी एंड यू एडवाइस देम रेकी एंड इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग. लोगों को अभी तक उतनी अवेयरनेस है नहीं इनर चाइल्ड हीलिंग एंड रेकी के बारे में. हाउ डू यू कन्विंस देम? Isn't that also very challenging?
It is not challenging. I'll tell you why. Because when I'm talking to you as a counselor and when I am hearing your problem, I have to make sense to you why you are in that phase and what is leading to what. Then I ask them, do you think that, you know, your past is creating problems for you in your present? Everybody says yes. Because of the simple fact, वो जो डेटा आपने मुझे शेयर करा है अपने पास्ट के बारे में, वो आप ही बता रहे हैं, मैं तो नहीं ला रही हूँ ना.
Right.
So whatever you have shared with me, I'm just making sense to you by connecting dots.
Right.
So there is no way you can run away from it. This is your data, this is your life.
Correct.
And you have to be okay with it to understand that I'm in, sorry to use that word, I'm into this problem because of my past also. Right? If I learn to, the next immediate question once they know that, you know, the dots are getting connected, yes, you're right, ma'am, ye hua hoga, yes, you're right. So how do I come out of this? Their immediate question is that. That's when we pitch in healing, because coming out of it can take number of therapy sessions, right? And we may not be able to take a U-turn in a big way, but healing helps you to change you from DNA level. Inner child healing has the capacity to change you from DNA level. Why? Because we also do womb healing. So it's a sure shot process of making you a better version. I have till date not taken any client, whether from London or to US or from India, that they have not benefited out of the session.
Oh.
Everybody has changed.
Well,
but healing is a two-way process, Akhil.
right.
I will do healing to you, but you also have to be approachable and acceptable towards it, that
Towards
I
what you're
am
saying.
going to get healed. So it works faster and deeper in that sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
When people are apprehensive about it and they are not sure about it, फिर वो degree up and down accordingly होती है.
Correct.
But if you are not ready to work on yourself, then who else? You can keep blaming the world. You can keep blaming
Keep
situations.
playing that victim card.
Yeah.
मैं आपके साथ कॉन्वर्सेशन करके बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. आई एम कमिंग टुवर्ड्स माय फाइनल सेगमेंट, रैपिड फायर.
Sure.
ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं ले सकते मैम, एज द नेम. तो मेरे क्वेश्चंस हैं, वन रिलेशनशिप myth that needs to die.
That relationships are forever.
Biggest dating mistake Gen Zs are making.
Jumping from one relationship to the other without understanding themselves.
And biggest mistake millennials are making.
Being confused and not being realistic in the situation, I feel.
Love marriage or arranged marriage?
Oh, I think happy marriage is what I would say. Love or arrange works
Well said.
both ways.
One green flag everyone should look for.
Emotional maturity.
One red flag everyone should look for. Like
Emotional
should not
immaturity.
ignore. One book every couple should read.
Oh, wow. I don't want to answer that because I don't have any recommendation as yet.
Complete the sentence. The happiest couples are the ones who
Respect each other and want to work on the relationship together as a team.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming on the show. Like, it was very healing for me personally, and I
So
hope
sweet.
it was as healing for our audience also.
I'm so glad.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
very
much.
much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching our episode. See you soon on the next episode of Let's Talk with Akhil.